What's up, everybody? Here's the truth nobody tells you. The multiple choice isn't where the exam is won or lost, the essays are. Almost half your AP World score comes from 3 writing tasks, and most students bleed easy points because nobody taught them the rubric. That's exactly where YOU can clean up. This is your full writing guide. The SAQ, the LEQ, and the DBQ, broken down point by point. Stick with me to the very end and I'll show you the single fastest way to lock all of this in before exam day. Let's get into it. First, the lay of the land. 3 writing tasks and they're not equal. You get 3 SAQs, the short answers, worth 3 points each. Then 1 LEQ, the long essay, worth 6 points. Then the big one, the DBQ, the document-based question, worth 7 points. Different rubrics, different time limits, different skills. But here's the good news. The rubrics are public and they never change. Learn the checklist, hit every box, collect the points. Let's start with the easiest wins. The SAQ is your warm-up and your easiest points. 3 questions, 40 minutes total, so about 30 minutes each. Every SAQ has 3 parts. A, B, and C, each worth 1 point. Here's the rule that trips people up. No thesis, no intro, no essay. Don't write a paragraph. Just answer the question directly in complete sentences. 1 tight answer per part. Skip the fluff. The College Board doesn't pay for it. So how do you nail each part? Watch this. Here's your SAQ formula, and it spells A.C.E. A. Answer the question, take a clear position right away. C. Cite specific evidence. Name a real event, person, law, or trend, not something vague. E. Explain how that evidence connects back to the question. 3 sentences, 1 point done. Run. A.C.E. on every single part, A, B, and C, and you can walk away with 9 easy points before you even touch an essay. That's the foundation. Now we level up. Now the LEQ, the long essay. 40 minutes, and you choose one of 3 prompts, so pick the one you have the most evidence for. It's scored out of 6 points across 4 categories: thesis, contextualization, evidence, and analysis. No documents here. This is all you and what you know. The structure is a checklist, and the exam grades it like a checklist. So let me walk you through every point so you don't leave a single one on the table. Here's where the 6 points live, so number them. 1. Thesis. A defensible claim with a line of reasoning, not just restating the prompt. 2. Contextualization. Set the broader scene before your argument, what was happening around this topic. 3. Evidence, worth 2 points. First point for 2 specific accurate facts. Second point for actually using that evidence to back your argument. 4. Analysis, also 2 points. 1 for a reasoning skill, 1 for complexity. Those last 2 are where most people stall, so let's break analysis down. Analysis and reasoning is 2 points, and it's the hardest 2 on the LEQ. First point, use a historical reasoning skill. That means causation, comparison, or continuity and change, and your prompt usually tells you which one. Second point, complexity. This is the one everybody misses. Complexity means show nuance, bring in multiple perspectives, or qualify your own argument. Don't just argue one side, acknowledge what complicates it. Nail complexity, and you separate yourself from the pack. Now to the boss level, the DBQ. The DBQ is the heavyweight, 7 points, 60 minutes. Here's how to spend the hour. 15 minutes reading and planning, 45 minutes writing. They hand you 7 documents, and your job is to build an argument, USIN. In those documents as evidence. It shares DNA with the LEQ, thesis and contextualization carry over, but it adds 3 document-specific points. This is where careful students rack up a huge score. Let me show you exactly where all 7 points come from. 7 points, let's count them. 1. Thesis. 2. Contextualization, same as the LEQ. Then evidence from the documents, worth 2. 1 point for accurately using at least 3 documents. The second point for using at least 6 to support your argument. So aim for 6, always. Then 1 point for evidence beyond the documents, a specific fact that is not in any doc. Then 1 point for sourcing. And finally, 1 point for complexity. 2 of those are the ones students forget, so lock them in next. Sourcing is the single most missed point on the whole exam, so this is free money if you learn it. For at least 3 documents, you have to explain why the source matters using HIPP. H. Historical situation, what was happening when it was written. I. Intended audience, who the author was trying to reach. The first P. Point of view, who wrote it and the bias they bring. The second P. Purpose, why they wrote it in the first place. Don't just summarize a document. Explain how its point of view, purpose, situation, or audience is relevant to your argument. Do that for 3 docs and the point is yours. Before we recap, 3 strategy rules that win essays. 1. Budget your time like a hawk. The DBQ is 15 reading plus 45 writing. The LEQ is 40 flat, and a half-finished essay can't score. 2. Always write a clear thesis and contextualization on every essay. Those are nearly guaranteed points on all 3 tasks. 3. Remember, sourcing is the most missed DBQ point, so consciously HIPP at least 3 documents. Plan first, then write. Now let's pull it all together. And that's the whole writing game. The SAQ, 3 parts, A.C.E. each one. The LEQ, 6 points, thesis, context, evidence, and analysis with complexity. The DBQ, 7 points, same backbone plus the documents, evidence beyond, and that most missed sourcing point. You now know every box the graders check. But here's the truth. Reading a rubric is not the same as writing to it. Head to AIM 5 and practice these essays for free, with instant feedback on every one. Links below. Now go get that 5, and I'll see you in the next one.